What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 13 X Players Squad Builder, and today we'll be taking a look at a suggestion from a subscriber called James Cool Dude. Big thanks to him for suggesting the X Ajax squad, and that's what we'll be doing today. So the manager we're going to have is a guy who's not actually in the right formation, but we have Van Basten, and as the formation we're having is the 3-4-1-2, the very popular formation in the Team of the Week predictions. But let's start off with the players, and in goal we have Stecklenburg, who recently transferred to Fulham, and he had 191 appearances for Ajax and just had very good number of seasons for them. He won so many different things with them. I'm not too sure on what he did win, but he's had a very good career himself, and yeah, congrats to him. Moving on to the first centre back. We have Heitinger, the Everton centre back, and he has 152 appearances for Ajax until he moved to Atletico Madrid, and then finally moving to Everton in 2009. And he's a very good player on this game as well, and 152 appearances with 17 goals, fairly decently for Ajax. I think he started off mainly his youth career in Ajax as well, so he was Ajax born, Ajax bred, shall I say. Moving on to the second centre-back, we have Jan Vertonghen. Currently plays for Spurs, and he's had a very good season for Spurs indeed. He had 155 appearances for Ajax and 23 goals before moving to Spurs in 2012, where he's had just a fantastic season indeed. And he again came up kind of from Ajax's youth system, and just been a very good player for both Ajax and the Spurs this season. So moving on to the final defender, we have Thomas Vermaelen, plays for Arsenal, and this guy, he moved to Arsenal in 2009 after having 99 appearances for Ajax and 8 goals. And again, he mainly came from Ajax's youth, should I say. He moved to Ajax's youth academy stuff in 2000, and again, he's actually a fairly decent defender. I think he's fairly injured at the moment, or he's out of fitness and stuff like that because he is injured. But he's a fairly decent player, and this defense is actually very good in real life and on the game. So good congrats to Ajax's youth system, shall I say. Moving on to the midfield, the first player we're going to have is Steven Pienaar, the Everton left-midded player, who really should be a centre-mid in this game. I'm not joking, his pace is just horrible. But he had 94 appearances for Ajax and 15 goals before moving to Borussia in 2006, and finally moving to Everton fully in 2008 before doing all his weird Tottenham, then back to Everton and Everton again and stuff like that. So he can't make his mind up, but I'm not going to talk about him because he's a really bad player on this game. He's not a bad player in real life, but on this game he's just not good for the left mid whatsoever. Moving on to the first midfielder, we've actually got a guy who actually plays as a cam, plays for Fulham, and that is Erby Emanuelson, who currently, the card there is his loan card to Fulham, but he currently plays for Milan, and he played for Ajax, and he had 173 appearances, 17 goals, and started his career for Ajax in 2004. Again, I think he basically came up through the whole youth career for Ajax, starting in 1994 all the way to 2004 before he made his first team appearance, and he's actually a fairly decent card in this game. Moving on to the second centre mid, we have Wesley Sneijder, who transferred to Galatasaray in the Turkish league this season, or last season should I say. He had 126 appearances for Ajax before moving to Real Madrid, where he swiftly moved on after 2 years to Internazionale, where he finally finished at Galatasaray. He currently is 29. He's a very good player. I think he's kind of slowing off, gone past his prime. I'm not too sure where he'll be moving. I think there's quite a few suggestions he was going to be. I'm not too sure, but there's Man United have always been after him, but I don't think they're after him much anymore. But I'm not too sure where he'll end up. I think he may stay at Galatasaray. Moving on to the right mid, we got the legend, the only Clarence Seedorf, and the inform card. Yes, guys, the right mid inform card. I was talking about Steven Pienaar being bad. This guy's bad as a right mid. 55 pace, that's just not nice to see. But the rest of his stats are fairly impressive, and he's had a very, very good time, shall I say, in the Liga do Brazil. He's had a very, very good season so far. I'm not too sure when he actually left. I think it was last season as well. But he had 65 appearances and 11 goals for Ajax. Again, came through Ajax's youth system. Ajax produced very, very decent players throughout their youth system, and started in 1992 and ended in 1995. That was before I was even born. This guy's been going on for ages, now age 37. I think he's coming to the end of his career in a sense that he's still playing the football, but he's not as competitive anymore. But he's just been fantastic. He's played for so many different clubs. I think he's won 4 Champions Leagues with 3 different squads. He's just been an absolutely phenomenal player throughout his career. Big congrats to him. Moving on to the centre forward, we have Rafael van der Vaart. Had a spell at Spurs before moving to Hamburg in the Bundesliga. He had 117 appearances for Ajax between the years of 2000 and 2005 before moving to Hamburg, then to Real Madrid, and then to Tottenham, then back to Hamburg. And in this game, he's not the best of players. It's obviously because of pace. Pace is everything. But the rest of his stats are fairly decent. And he's actually a fairly decent player in the BPL and stuff like that. But I'm not too sure how he's getting on in the Bundesliga. Hamburg haven't had the best of seasons this season. But we'll see what he does in the future. Moving on to the 2 strikers. The first player we're going to have is Huntelaar. And plays for Schalke in the Bundesliga, and he cost me 950 coins again. He's one of those players which he was like supposed to be like one of the next best strikers, like Ruud van Nistelrooy or something. I'm not too sure on that, but he just hasn't seemed to make his break to the top. He's played for some really good teams. He played for Ajax, 92 appearances, 76 goals, which is very, very good between the years of 2006 and 2009. Before moving to Real Madrid, which he didn't have too well. Then Milan, he didn't do too well. And now Schalke, which he hasn't done. He's done all right, not the best though, but he just hasn't made that break to the top, and I think he's fairly injury prone. I'm not 100% sure on that. But moving on to the final player of the squad, and you guys are all probably thinking the one player. And yes, guys, I don't have enough coins for that guy. And Ibrahimovic, right, guys, Ibrahimovic would be there, but I do not have the 450 odd coins or whatever he goes for, which is a stupid, ridiculous amount. I refuse to pay for him that much, so I'm not going to go and pick him up. But guys, just think he is there. But we're going to go and add Luis Suarez, the Liverpool striker, the man-eating carnivore, who I'm not too sure what. There's so many rumours in squads and stuff like that where he's going. I'm not too sure where he's going to end up, but he's not a bad player in this game, and he's not a bad player in real life, but he's just an absolute nutter. I'm not even joking, but he had 110 appearances for Ajax, 81 goals. Very, very good record indeed. Very, very good player for Ajax as well before moving to Liverpool in 2009, which he's had an alright season / career, but he's just been so many red cards and stuff like that, and just pure stupidity. But guys, that is the squad. Obviously, there would be Ibrahimovic there, but I just don't have enough, and I refuse to pay the amount he actually goes for. And guys, if I've missed any players, remember to put that in the comments. If you've got any teams that you want me to do in the future, put that in the comments as well. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to stay tuned to more of these squad builders, plus any other series on my channel, because I've got some other ones on there. Go and head out for that. But guys, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. This has been Crutchley. Till next time, adios.